Unfortunately, we have to. You say no more words.
Your call has been forwarded to
The levels of disrespect. What the fuck? No more words? I will fucking cut your vocal cords out with a box cutter. Shoulderland, shoulderland. That's the song of the day, people. Yo, you dumb bitch. You're not doing the thing. Yeah, you would. You are the wrong button. Shoulderland, shoulder. Yeah, the intro isn't gonna be perfect. Alright, let's see if we can get this to go. I'm probably gonna turn fans off.
Are we off the headset now?
We are.
That's good, because she could probably use a charger, too.
She said she needed a boost, so I gave her a charge. Yeah, as everyone in the viewing public doesn't understand, we were talking about the movie Crash. And I forget which actor Paul Giamatti was saying. He's like, whenever you see him in a movie, you're like, oh, okay. We're going to be good here. We're fine. We're going to be good. And
are you talking about
I don't know who he was referring to. It
the
was
white cup?
No, not at all. Matt Damon's fucking garbage actor.
No.
I think he was talking. I
Matt Damon.
can't remember his fucking name. Terrence.
Terrence Howard?
Maybe.
That's the black guy.
He's the guy with the wife who gets molested by your boy, the white cop. You fat racist.
My boy, the white cop.
That's Matt Dillon.
Matt Dillon. Yeah, that's his name.
Damon.
There's a big difference.
I think it's
by
Terrence
the way, between
Howard.
Matt
Terrence
Dillon and
Howard
Matt
sounds
Damon.
like the name. And
Terrence
Paul Giamatti
Howard.
was at the premiere, and he's like, whenever you see Terrence Howard in a film, you're like, oh, okay.
Terrence Howard was in, like, Hustle and Flow.
That's true. Yes, he was. He's like, whenever you see him in a movie, you're like, all right, we're going to be okay here. And that's how I felt about Tom Hanks doing Fred Rogers. When was Tom Hanks in a bad movie? Can you name one? Fucking Forrest Gump, Turner and Hooch, Castaway.
Honestly,
Big.
I cannot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, when you see Tom Hanks, you're like, all right, I trust you. We're going to be okay here.
Yeah.
And you were talking about passionate shit. And you're like, bro, if you have love for movies and shit. And I'm like, I have love for good conversation. I'm like, I wish I started taping this earlier. But now we get the chance to do that. And hopefully people like it. Everyone out there listening, viewing, whatever, happy birthday from Goblox. Turkatron 3000 wishes you a happy racist Pilgrim Day. As Joey D... No, I'm not going to say it. It's too early. Yeah. Jackzie?
Man,
and I don't...
That movie had such great actors as well. Actors and actresses.
I think it was Mark Ruffalo.
I love how it tied everything together, but at the same time, they were willing to be so, like, vast with all the different characters.
Oh, you're talking about Crash.
From Cheadle to Terrence Howard.
Yes.
Matt Dillon to Ludacris. Michael Pena. Brendan Fraser.
Yeah. Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, Sandra Bullock. The dude from no, actually, that's a different dude.
Who was the police chief? He said some mad racist shit. Ryan Phillippe was in.
Oh yeah, Ryan Phillip. Yeah, Officer Tom Hansen or something like that. Hansel.
Yeah, I don't know the character's name, but that was a fucking great movie, man. Yo, tip of the cap to that, man. I think the director was. I want to say Paul Hatches. I'm not sure. I feel like it was. I don't know. Young Jamie, all the young Jamies out there, the young Jamie Vernons. Shouts to the producer of the Joe Rogan Experience. Two of my inspirations. Without them, you wouldn't be hearing us. And again, happy birthday to everybody out there. Jackzie, do you want to will wish anybody out there?
No one specific.
Alright, well, an homage to all the turkeys who got their fucking throat slit. So we can eat bird.
My grandma, my mom's mom, is actually kind of going through some shit right now, like really through some shit. She's older and she's actually, I'm pretty sure, on their deathbed right now. And
are you guys gonna like bring like a home cooked meal to the deathbed? Literally.
Unfortunately,
I spent a Thanksgiving in the hospital and it's brutal. You know, like, bro, I'm just surrounded by death.
Not only that, like, my mom, like, she's always there for everyone, always. And, like, you know, anytime she's about to lose her mom, you know, she's older, and she's in ICU right now, and she's unresponsive, is what they call it. And I know it's just a matter of time. And when she goes, it's gonna be like really, really hard on my mom, who's always there for everyone. And I would really love to, you know, be there for her, or at least have someone there for her. And I know that's not gonna happen.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody! Thank you. You just crushed my soul.
Sorry, too.
It's okay, bro. It's okay. I understand. I'm condolences in advance. I mean, the holidays kind of tend to suck when you miss people who are no longer there.
Yeah, absolutely. Or even like when people are there and you know that like
they're half gone. They're like half not there anyway.
Right. Or even just distance-wise, like they're there, but they're thousands of miles away or whatever, and just like you're not going to be able to see them. And
yeah, I mean, this Thanksgiving...
Holidays sometimes always kind of just gloomily, if that's a word, gloomily, we'll go with that, just reminds me sometimes of, you know, like how important certain people are in your life. Especially when it's days, if only a few out of the year, where, like, you absolutely should be with them and you absolutely can't. It just reminds you, you know.
Of what? The time you should have spent paying more attention to people who actually gave a good what?
Gave a good who? What?
Gave a good what? A good fuck. I'm not talking about ex-girlfriends.
Yeah.
It's like why one of my regrets as my grandfather was passing away, I wanted to sit down and watch Gran Torino with him. If you know the movie Gran Torino.
Get off my lawn.
Exactly. And I'm like, he would have fucking appreciated it. But I just never got around to doing it. And the next thing you know, it's December, he's in the hospital, and everyone kind of knows he's not going to leave the hospital alive.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, fuck,
You kind of...
I feel like I was a failure in that sense.
You probably kicked yourself for it.
Say again?
I said...
Yeah, kick yourself for it.
You almost kind of feel like you pissed away that opportunity, and you kind of like kick yourself for it. Like,
exactly, that's exactly what it is, bro.
Yeah.
And if anyone out there in the viewing public or whatever, no one's promised anything. Death and taxes are all you get. And maybe
Absolutely.
2 or 3 good friends and family. That's all the best of us get. So don't squander these times. Especially if we're doing a Thanksgiving morning praxi right here. That's the fucking message I wish everyone takes away from this. Hug your kids, pick up the fucking dog, whatever. Kiss the fucking cat. You know, call your
Pick up the dog,
mom,
kill
call
the cat.
whatever. Fucking
Yeah.
keep in touch with your people. Let them know that you have love for them. The little things in life, man, they go a long way.
I love the words you chose when you said don't squander this opportunity.
Yeah, man, I
I
barely
could not agree more.
I know a little bit about you, but if it weren't for literally the interwebs bringing my faraway friends together, I wouldn't know. I'm not gonna say anything, but like
Yeah.
I've seen pictures of your job sites and shit like that, and I'm like, that's fucking awesome. That's, you know, and I wouldn't be having this conversation with you because sometimes a good conversation, it's more valuable than shooting virtual bullets at someone from Vietnam or across the country and then having them call you a cheater or whatever the fuck. And if they win, you have to call them a camping bitch because that's Call of Duty etiquette. But, you know, the faraway friends is a real thing. I mean, shout outs to Farah, by the way. Shout outs to Danielson, Ali the Monkey, Mark Rubin, fucking Mr. Dark Cloud, Doc, the other Doc,
Sniper King
Kuzi,
187. You probably never hear this
Measy.
Praxcast.
I'm gonna forget everybody. I feel like I'm doing an Academy Awards acceptance speech. All the crew, all the guys who work behind the scenes with the lighting and the Best Boy dolly grip and all that dumb shit.
Everyone who made this possible.
Exactly, man. I'm forgetting a bunch of people. Rocky, fucking
Fred Rogers.
yeah, Fred Rogers, Tom Hanks, Michael Pena, Sandra Bullock, Brendan Fraser,
Matt Dillon.
Paul Giamatti, Ludacris, obviously,
Ludacris for the role that you played.
DMX, the God. Thank God for DMX, man. He was something else.
I will say, I mean, I hope that man doesn't toot his own horn, but at the same time, I hope he also realizes how many different lives of people of all ethnicities and different cultures and different, not even states, but countries, and just like the different types of people from all types of different backgrounds and different, really just regions that you've brought together just to ultimately just have a good time. And, you know, you can talk about something bad, something good, joke around, mess around, but also at the same time, you know, you're there for your, you know, just friends, and ultimately just like you're there no matter what, whether it's for a laugh, for an ear, for some seriousness, for, you know, some respect, recognition, just understanding, just all types, man. Hats off to DMX. Always.
For a second, I thought you were talking about the real DMX, and then I was like, oh shit. He's referring to me.
But he's not the DMX of the topic of this conversation.
Thank you so much. Shout out to Johnny the fucking Monkey, my brother. Like I said, I was forgetting everybody. But his favorite term is, he's like, I'm like, that's the perfect segue, because it is Thanksgiving in America Town anyway. And what you said was so kind, and I really appreciate that. And I'm so thankful for everybody that I'm fortunate enough to come in contact with, and not like meet physically, like let's shake hands and all that shit at an airport. But no, everyone I've been able to come across has been so fucking cool, and it's almost like it's like a second family. So I just dubbed everybody like my faraway friends. You know what I mean?
I could not agree more.
So thank you
Absolutely.
to everybody out there. On behalf of fucking,
The
on
Praxcast.
behalf of all the Prax fam, Measy, Johnny the Monkey, Daniel, Howie the Monkey, fucking. I'm gonna forget people. I mean,
Jack,
Dougie Fresh,
Jack,
fucking Jens, Rock, everybody. I feel bad, like, already that I didn't name everything, but yeah, I mean, without you guys, this thing wouldn't be a thing. And thank you to fucking Mr. Jackzie here, because I was like thinking in my head, I'm like, bro, this is such a good conversation. In the words of Johnny the Monkey, he's like, I need some document, some record of like how awesome we were and how important the chats and the laughs and all that stuff it could mean to other people who aren't there, because they feel like you're almost in the room with them, you know?
and
And
that's ultimately like such a great feeling. Like you could
especially
be
with like the isolation and everyone masked up and the pandemic, it's like people are starving for human contact. Oh,
absolutely.
which bitch, fucking Elizabeth, Mr. Whatever. I'm just the bubbling up names I got of. I think we dropped music. Kuzi, definitely. Yo, big shouts to Kuzi, by the way. He was the one who was half responsible for all this mess. We were playing a couple of rounds, and he's like, bro, why don't you get on the Instagram? And I'm like, why? I'm not going to take pictures of, like, my breakfast toast. He's like, oh, look, I got pesto and fucking Parmesan on it. I'm like, that's not me. He's like, no, 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 you should just make one so people have a way to get in touch with you. And through that, I've been fortunate enough. Thanksgiving segue. Johnny the Monkey. Hey, hey, to have amazing conversations and amazing laughs that would not be possible otherwise. So thank you, Kuzi. That's one more thing to add for the Thanksgiving list. I'm not gonna be like a grandfather at the head of the table and be like, in the name of the Father, the Son, Kuzi, and the levels of disrespect. But no, if I said, listen, I'll make you a deal. I'm like, it's 5 in the morning. I am hammer faced. I'm a fish without scales. I don't know what's going on. And I'm like, listen, I'll make you a deal. I'll make an Instagram tomorrow if you're gonna be the first follower. And I woke up and I was like, fuck. I gotta be a man of my word. So I made the Instagram, and thankfully for that, thank you, Kuzi. I'm not gonna say your name, but we'll tag you in this one some way or another. But yeah,
I do
had
thank you,
that not
Susie,
happened
because if it wasn't for
from
you,
from
I never would have ever had this opportunity.
and
And
bro, that's like the butterfly effect, the ripple effect, whatever you call it. Had that not
and
happened, and I'm like, this was some random fucking kid from, we'll just say, Texas.
sure,
Just random gunfights. I'm like, you know what? I'm in the zone. I'm gonna socialize, but I'm gonna do it while shooting people with my joysticks on PlayStation. And I was like, this kid's cool. I'm like, what's up, new friend? And then there you go. Like, I don't know. Had that not have happened, maybe I'd be running Amazon or something more successful than running the best program in the world, the Prax. Hell, but no,
oh,
it's just one of those things. And I've definitely met a lot of cool people. Like, if you have a personality, man, if you have a little bit of the three C's, and Kuza, you know what they are, because I'm going to force you to listen to this. I will put a box cutter to your throat. 20 minutes. And there we go. We just did 20, Jackzie.
Perfect. I hope that.
Do you want to say some words? I'm going to meander across the way and appease the nicotine gods. I can still hear you. Just don't need to be screaming.
I'm pretty much same page as you. I don't have too many more words. Other than, like you said, it's Thanksgiving, and I'm super thankful that I even had this opportunity to, hopefully.
Very nice of you to say. Thank you. Hey, same, likewise, bro. Yo, listen, if it weren't for, like, the family that we have, or I should say the second family,
Absolutely.
who else is going to be doing a podcast at 8 in the morning on Thanksgiving?
Exactly. Yeah. You don't get that anywhere else.
That's why the Prax is the Prax, man. And we didn't... Do you have cue cards? I don't have anything written down.
No, no cards over here.
Do you know how to write?
I do, but when it comes from the heart, that shit's completely unnecessary and honestly takes way too much time out of my life. I'd rather just speak it from the mind, from the heart.
I wish we had the Mr. Rogers bit in here. That would have been...
Yeah.
Oh, that's... Well, I'm glad we got to do it.
Absolutely. I'm glad you decided to, go ahead and take that conversation we was already having to this level and, make it bigger than, just me and you, kind of chopping it up. Like it definitely, I feel like went to the best level that it could have.
Bro, you're one of those people where I don't mind if we're not starting the game. I'm like, you're like a best friend where I could just ramble off nonsense and we'd be sitting in a lobby and people come and they're like, you starting the game? And I'm like, no, we're not.
Right? Exactly.
No one fucking invited you.
Oh, you're trying to play? Well, you better find another lobby because
I don't
we
care.
got bigger shit
that
going
sounds
on
like
over
a
here.
personal problem. I'm like, I'm talking to my boy over here.
100%. And I could not respect and appreciate that more. And I know you know that, so I don't have to keep repeating it. But I'm gonna say it one more time. I could not respect and appreciate that more.
Well, you're on the record, bro. Now you're finished.
That speaks volumes.
That's a huge compliment, and that's so kind of you to say. I mean, my only wish is maybe another person would chime in, but at the same time, if this conversation wouldn't have taken the same, like, turn down the river, you know what I mean? It could have got sidetracked about, yo, I got this new turbo in my car, and I'm like, we don't fucking care about that right now, bro. We're having, like, meaningful thoughts bouncing across each other from fucking, I don't know, 1,500 miles?
Yep.
Something like that. I don't know. I didn't count. I didn't go to TripAdvisor or anything.
Yeah, absolutely. And like this type of thing, like it's obviously like completely possible, like it doesn't matter where you are in the world. That doesn't mean that you can't, really like sit down and have like a meaningful conversation and like, like you said, it's Thanksgiving, like.
And I'm thankful for you, my friend.
And likewise.
I got two thoughts I'm going to throw after. When you're done. It's the thing I've learned to balance is like, you want to say shit all the time because your brain's on fire. But
Yep.
one thing I've learned doing the Praxis is how to be a better listener and be more responsive and more in tune with what other people are saying.
Right. Yeah.
And should I go or are you still going? All right, I'll take the reins. Bang
Yep.
bang,
Take
skeet
the
skeet.
reins.
All right. Teddy Roosevelt, I think it was, or FDR, I don't fucking know. He used to have this shit called fireside chats, where before television was a thing, the president, he would go on the radio for like 40 minutes and just talk to the public. Like, kind of we're doing now, but I don't know, 100 years, give or take, before.
Right. Yeah.
And the second point, which I'm responding to, is yeah, you can connect with anybody pretty much anywhere. In usually good ways. I mean, some people get into human trafficking and all that, whatever, the Silk Road. But I've said many times, so forgive me if you've heard this before, but nowadays you can video chat with someone, you can hear them, you can talk to them, you can share pictures. You can't share smell and touch, but that's coming in the next 10 days. I mean, 10 years, but 10 months, 10 minutes. It's
Blink twice, and it'll be here.
5 minutes? Is that like Domino's Pizza? Hold on, they're calling me. I have to go to the door and pick it up. I got my I got my Jeff Bezos and the fuck is it? Elon Musk device. I'm part of the Neuralink now. I can download my memories into a Terminator body.
And we joke about it now, but before
yeah,
you know it,
bro, I wrote a bunch of bits where I was like, imagine you went back in 20 years time and you're trying to explain that, like, oh, you got this fucking computer in your pocket. It's more powerful than the thing NASA had when they used a whole building full of computers to launch something to the fucking moon. And like, there's this thing called Instagram. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Does that mean that, like, you snap your fingers and a gram of cocaine shows up under your nose? That sounds fucking amazing. They're like, no, no, no. It's actually people taking pictures of shit they didn't cook for lunch at a restaurant. And a bunch of whores in bikinis that have been retouched 44 times in Photoshop. And then they make everyone self-conscious and sad and suicidal. But then again, the movie The Cable Guy, 1997, he's like, you can watch TV and whatever, or play Mortal Kombat with a friend in Vietnam.
Cable Guy.
And The Cable Guy. I love Leslie Mann. Shout out to Leslie Mann. I fucking love her. I don't know why. She's... I want to put her in like a bag and take her home. She's adorable. If you know who she is. Anyway, Judd Apatow's wife. Anyone who's ever seen one of the films knows what I'm talking about. I don't know why. Love her. But before as I digress. Yeah, that was ahead of its time. Like Ghost in the Shell. I don't know if you've ever seen that film.
That one I particularly have not seen.
Oh my god, so ahead of its time. 1997. Another 97 movie. Way ahead of its time. Just think what's going to be happening in 10 years, man. It's going to be crazy wild. Like, I didn't know you could be... Like, if you went 20 years back in time and said, I'm a social media influencer, people would be like, the fuck are you talking about? You get money to, like, try on new dresses and open up handbags and unbox a controller. This is me unboxing a PlayStation 5. 2.87 million fucking views. What? Or Twitch streaming. Wait a minute, you can play the game, but you're watching someone else play the game that you can play.
Or you're paying to watch someone else
Yeah.
play the game that you can play.
Are you still getting news from TV, you fucking dinosaurs?
And there's a lot of people out there that
have made a living off of
prefer
it.
to watch someone else who is damn good play the game rather than play the game themselves.
I remember I was at a buddy of mine's house, and he was watching like a ninja stream from Fortnite, and people were just going plus $60, plus $60, plus $50. And he's like, "Thank you, Red Hat. Thank you, Blue Hat. Thank you, Killer G. Thank you, Miss Debs." I'm like, this guy just made $200 in 5 seconds for what? Shouting their names
Right.
out on his internet platform? Like, what the fuck is going on? And then after that, everyone's like, "Yo, I need a mic and a camera, and I'm gonna be a Twitch streamer. You gotta follow me. Once I get 50 viewers, I can get monetized." I'm like, I'm sorry, excuse me. You better be a hot girl and good at the game. If you want the demo, which is probably teenage males, I don't even know if you can say that because of TGLBGTURSQV, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I don't know anymore. It kind of seems like
I'm
you
like,
need to use pronouns when describing a human being.
I know, like, I'm like, this is just bizarro world. What's going on? I don't know. It still like blows my mind if you couldn't tell by my lack of speaking abilities. I'm like, why?
Yeah, I definitely could not agree more. Like, there should be...
Bro, when I was 14, I didn't dream of being like a streamer. I'm like, I'm gonna make money playing Counter-Strike on the internet, and people are gonna love me, and I'm gonna be PewDiePie. At least he donated like a third of his money to charities or something like that. He's like, what am I gonna do with all this money? I don't need this. Fucking, let's cure AIDS or cancer or something cool like that. Or let's
Right.
build a
And
museum,
that's
or
definitely...
let's
That's
like build a
definitely...
shelter, a rec center for, people who are less fortunate.
Yeah. He turned something that, he just so happened to be good at. So good, in fact, that people would rather watch him play than play.
That's
But on
that's
top
a
of
that's a
that,
good skill, man. That's a skill.
on top of that,
I
he
gotta
turned
give
it
him
into
respect.
something so much more bigger than himself and decided to help other people with his talent.
Yeah, I remember
I
seeing
have
his
nothing
green
but
hair
respect
ass in
for
a commercial. They're like, you need to get this T-Mobile phone, so now you can play Fortnite, and now you can play with the pros, and then now, oh my god, I'm playing with Ninja, and he showed up in the commercial, and I'm like, wow, this dude's got to be worth boatloads of bank. Holy moly!
Absolutely.
But good on him. Ha 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 ha.
Could not agree more.
What a world. Alright, you say words. We got 7 minutes for the target time.
I don't really have much words at the moment.
You fucking okey doke motherfucker.
Yeah, that's me.
Shut your mouth.
If you can think of a question or something you'd like to ask, I'd be more
I
than
guarantee
happy
you, the second I hit the stop button, I'm gonna be like, fuck, why didn't I think of that?
to. Yeah.
Alright,
But-
so tell me about cryptocurrency. No, fucking.
I don't really.
Like, you're dealing in
I
made up
honestly
money.
don't really know
The
anything
bottom,
about cryptocurrency.
the bottom's gonna fall
That's-
out so hard on that. Or is it? I'll be eating my words in a month or a minute from now, but
I don't know. I feel like everything that we've said so far has been.
pertinent.
It's been genuine. It's been genuine. It wasn't written down. You know what
Hell
I mean?
yeah.
It wasn't like you wrote down some questions and like asked me some stuff or vice versa, whatever. You know what I mean? Like I said some shit that was like actually like heavy on my heart and how I was feeling and I don't know. I feel like I've pretty much like said what I wanted to say. Like I said, if you have some questions or something like that, I'd be more than happy to do my best to try and answer them.
All right. Here's the first question. Why do you think it needs to be an interview format? It doesn't need to be like that, man.
No. I'm
No,
saying
I
a
know
lot
you're
of
not saying that, but I'm saying like in
saying it's
general.
a misconception that a lot of people think that a show or entertainment, service or podcast, Praxcast, like I think a lot of people have the misconception that something like this is more like rehearsed and like like
Couldn't be
the show
further
the
from
show is
that.
set up to where you're gonna ask certain questions at some point, and then they're gonna answer them, and then you're
Yeah, I
gonna
want a soundbite
elaborate
of
on them.
you
But
saying something so I can repeat it. So like, Jackzie, so you're saying to me the war in Afghanistan was a mistake. Yeah, the war in Afghanistan was a mistake. Just so they can get that soundbite. And
right,
no, that's a clickbaity, that's trashy. As Lloyd Banks said, fuck being positive because negativity spreads faster. It does. That's why the news still is an industry, unfortunately. And they are drowning. Especially in printed media. I mean, they are not doing good. They're not going to be around. And a kid born a couple of years in the future is going to say, "What's a newspaper? I just get all my information from a Twitter feed or a Buzz feed." Which Obama said. Which
I've
Obama, hold
actually
on, hold on.
heard something like
Obama's like,
that
"What's
before.
BuzzFeed? That sounds like something I used to do in college." And I'm like, "Ma, nigga, let's go." I liked Obama. He was the man. Um, do you got words or should I ramble on? Cause I could do 2 minutes. Uh, Joe Rogan said he's like people getting so isolated. He's like people do have a thirst and a hunger because you need to eat and drink. Hey clink clink, bang bang, to honor. Mm-hmm. My brother. He's like people do have
Click, it's like
you got a desire for long form conversation that isn't scripted because you can't like if I'm a
there's a
media
difference.
outlet if I'm
There's a
like
difference between. Go ahead.
okay if I'm like a media outlet like NBC or ABC Fox News whatever and you're trying to make a point you have like a minute and 30 seconds to try and yell over other talking heads. But
Yeah,
when you have like an hour to sit down and relax, and it's like, bro, this isn't an interview. We're just talking and chilling. People
yeah.
have
You're
a
just
real
you're
desire
just
for that
chopping it up
because,
and saying
num-
what's on your mind.
yeah, number one, people don't know how to fucking interact with anybody anymore. A case in point, I don't know if you heard the Prax where we did a little improv cash cab.
I did not actually hear that, but I
You
heard
heard
about
of
it.
it?
Where like there was a chick driving around,
Yep.
and you guys did like an interview with like
No, no,
her.
no. I started doing like improv
Not an
cash
interview,
cab.
but like yeah,
I was like, "Oh,
it was
you're a
like
film
cash
buff?
cab with
Tell me
random
about
people.
Quentin Tarantino. Tell me what year this came out." And he's like, after I left, he's like 6 out of 5 stars. He's like, "That was the fucking most fun fair I've ever been." I'm like, the thing is, if you are comfortable and you polish up your social skills, which is admittedly like this is like a mental workout for me because
Yeah.
I learned how to listen
Well,
better.
for me as well, because I have like whatever you want to call it. Some people might say it's developed. Some people might say it's an actual thing. I don't know, but I actually have like social anxiety. Like sometimes it's hard for me to like not necessarily carry on a conversation, but kind of carry on a conversation. Which hence you've done a lot of the talking or whatever. I have no problem answering questions, but it's different just like engaging in conversation.
Yeah, I
But
don't want to feel like
I digress.
an
This is
interrogator.
completely random. Kill Bill or Pulp Fiction?
Kill Bill. Wait, which one do I like?
See, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on there. My favorite, definitely Pulp Fiction.
Kill Bill gets me a little emotional in the second one. Pulp Fiction doesn't. So, I mean, Pulp Fiction, they're literally 20 years.
Yeah, no, they're definitely
they're
they
not.
definitely have
They're-
their time, separation wise from like when they came out. But I'm kind of just at this point, I'm kind of just reaching. But you said Quentin Tarantino, and I instantly thought about how badass Pulp Fiction was, and I was curious if you thought Kill Bill was better than it. But
that's why they need to make two of them, bro. I love
made
Pulp
three of-
Fiction. I am a huge.
Pulp Fiction.
movie-
They need to make Pulp Fiction too. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying Kill Bill was such an epic story. You couldn't do it in one film. You needed to
Right.
make two. That's how
They made
epic
three,
it was.
didn't they?
What? I heard talks
Didn't
about that, but I don't know. I don't.
I could be wrong. I'd have to fact check that, but I'm pretty sure it was Volume 1, 2, and 3. Was Kill Bill, and then I'm pretty sure there was 2, and then a 3.
I'm pretty sure you're fucking
a third.
retarded. No.
And, well, that's very possible, and you actually may be right.
I
Just
maybe
like I thought Fred Rogers was, a
a Navy SEAL.
veteran.
Yeah, he was definitely
Navy
a Navy
SEAL.
SEAL and a child molester.
No,
He was a
no,
fighter
it was no child
pilot, and he
molester.
landed the
No,
plane in the
no.
Hudson River.
Nothing to do with a child molester, but I do know for a fact, I'm pretty sure he landed a plane in the Hudson River. And
I'm pretty sure you're joking because that's Wally Sullenberger.
I'm definitely joking.
All right, thank you. Because the viewing public will be like, "This nigga's retarded, bro. You can't be fucking listening to this guy." And if I hard-R'd that, I don't care. Cancel me, whatever. Just stop. We're not even gonna go into that. No, but Quentin's one of
But
the
I will
greatest.
say,
Bro, I've watched
as-
Django a couple of times. Speaking of hard R's, holy
with Jamie Foxx
God.
and Samuel L. Jackson.
Jamie Foxx, bro, you racist. Come on.
No, I said Jamie Foxx and Samuel L. Jackson.
It's Jamie Foxx and Christoph Waltz, who was also one of the main roles in Inglourious Bastards. Tremendous actor, by the way. We golf clap for you.
What's his name?
Christoph Waltz. Christopher, just no R. Waltz like the dance. WALTZ. I believe.
Speaking of Christopher Walken.
Tremendous. You want to know something?
Absolutely.
You know something iconic about Christopher Walken? I'm going to share a secret with the world right now.
What's that? I'd love to hear it.
If you've ever seen Christopher Walken in a film, you probably have noticed
He always plays the same character.
he always speaks the same way.
Yeah.
And that is because he never uses holding words.
Yeah.
You cannot show me one piece of cinema where you see Christopher Walken saying, the guy, the guy, never, not once.
Yeah.
He just says, my name is
it's-
Chris, and
you
we're gonna
got
do
it
the
all
show the way I feel
Wrong
like
tone.
doing the show. Never have you seen ever. Well, I could be wrong. But you show me an example of Christopher Walken saying, he's like, we gotta find the guy. His name is, Lenny. He's over,
Johnny the Monkey would be so proud.
yeah, well,
Or no, not Johnny the Monkey. Daniel's son. He's gonna be like, I recognize that voice.
good. Shout outs to Daniel Son, the newlywed, you cocksucker. I hope you die in a fiery car wreck.
Congratulations, Daniel's son. I had no idea.
Well, he's not here, but apparently they're big fans of the program.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I know at some point he's gonna hear this. So
We should make an intro. Johnny the Monkey, he's like, I wanted to chop it up and make an intro. He's like, at some point, someone might hear this, so I can't say what I want to say. And I'm like, that's the perfect intro, right there.
Yeah. Yeah, if you feel like somebody doesn't want to hear it,
Then
that's what you need to say.
full send, as he would fucking Johnny the Monkey. He would be like, full send it, dude. I don't care. Fuck it. Full send. But, yeah, like I was saying, I'm like, there's the gift of gab, and you need charm, charisma, and confidence when you interact with people. The three C's. And I made Kuzi alphabetize those. Can you do it? Now you're on the spot. Do you want? Here, you do it. Which one comes first?
You said charm, charisma, and confidence?
Yes, I did.
It goes charisma, charm, and confidence.
Good man. And
Is
here
that what
people,
you're saying? Like,
here people are
alphabetize-
telling me you're dyslexic and stuff. I hope I'm not wrong, because I think you said it right.
I'm not dyslexic. I'm just slow at times. But if it's something I'm passionate about, I'll figure it out in a timely fashion.
Well, that was one of the perfect Johnny the Monkey segues, because I'm talking to an Uber driver from many, many miles away, and she's picking up fares, and I'm like, what's up, motherfucker? You're on the Prax. Do you like movies? Let's do some trivia. And they're like, fuck yeah, let's go. I'm like, you're on Cash Cab. I didn't put that in because of copyright reasons.
Right,
But
yeah.
that's basically what it was. And this guy was like on the edge of his seat. He's like, come on, more. He's like, drive slower. This is fun. I'm like, no.
I'm going to take a detour. There's a couple more red lights this way.
Yeah, it's time for a red light challenge. Ben Bailey.
They weren't able to alphabetize.
No, I didn't ask them that one. I asked them, I'm like, what's the first Quentin Tarantino movie? I'm like, what year did Die Hard 3 come out?
Yeah, see, I wouldn't have been able to answer any of those
The
questions.
kid got, I think, everything right. One guy, it was like a homeless dude with like a knife trying to like break into the car, and he's like, brother. And I'm like, the last time someone said that, they like flew a plane into a building, so we're gonna cut out that brother shit. Yeah. And she's like, I canceled the fare on this guy. I'm like, I don't think he's in the right state of mind right now. And I'm like, probably the move, yeah. Fuck that guy.
Absolutely. This was definitely in New York then.
Not even. This is I'm not.
Well,
Whatever.
I don't want to spread any propaganda or anything.
No, I'm
but
like, bro. I'm like, I'm not a New Mexican. I'm a New York
When-
person.
when I think of
When I
someone
think of
possibly
you.
flying an airplane into a building.
Oh yeah, no one's gonna
the first-
fucking terrorist attack
first
New
place I
Mexico.
think
What are
of
they gonna
is New
do?
York.
Blow up a rock? Fucking. Can you tell me an important building in New Mexico? You could show me a picture of the state capitol building, and I'd be like, that's like a rec center where kids play tennis and do summer camp shit. That's not a government building. No one
That's
knows
true.
fuck all about New Mexico. Shout out to New Mexico, by the way, you dumb bitches. You can drive motorcycles around the side streets at 150 miles an hour because there's no one who fucking lives there. You desert-dwelling cocksuckers. I love New Mexico, I'm just kidding.
Shout out to New Mexico.
Shout out to New Mexico. They know who they are. They're going to be in jail soon. Don't worry about them. Alright, my mans. You have some words?
I got nothing. Just once again, it's that day. Think about what you're thankful for. Think about the things you hate in life, and
The things you hate in life. What the fuck?
no, you didn't let me finish. Think about the things you hate in life, and do a 180 from that, and basically just kind of turn it around and no matter, what's going on in life or, what you got going on, whether good or bad, number one, there's always someone who has it worse. And number two, think about the things that you appreciate. And I know I'm starting to stumble and ramble, but bottom line is, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hopefully people tune in and actually listen to this, and hopefully there's at least,
Unfortunately, there's gonna be
one.
at least a handful of people that actually hear our stupid faces yammering at each other.
No, but no, for real, like, I'm going to leave you with a positive note. It is Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And there's a lot of negative things that a lot of people can say, but bypass all that shit and look at the positives in life, not the negatives. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
All right, I was waiting for the Oscars to start playing you off the stage because
No,
I like to thank
the music in the background. That's why.
Oh my goddamn!
They had.
You know when they do
on
that?
The back teleprompter.
Yo,
and it said "Get off the stage."
The next time
they spelled it out. It said GOTS, so I assume that meant get off the stage.
Yeah. The next time I hear someone getting played off at the Oscars or the Grammys or whatever, like, I want to thank my Aunt Lydia and Aunt Mabel, and they go, I'm just going to go, the levels of disrespect.
Yes.
And on that bombshell, hey, now you put me on the spot. I got to say words. Fuck you. Johnny the Monkey is my spirit animal. No, I'm kidding. No, but I'm super thankful for the good people, and like you said, there's a lot of shit to get negative and down about.
Yeah.
But humans are crazily resilient creatures. I should have been dead like 4 times. So the fact that I'm here and you're here and some asshole in Ethiopia or Ethernopia, as South Park would call it, an Ethiopian, is gonna hear this, it might brighten up their day and make them to feel a little bit less alone. And
that's what I love. That's what I love about this. Like,
bro, it's I don't want to say inclusive, but we just try and have fun and appreciate our lives. Someone's going to get put in jail for that because you're not allowed to do that anymore. But yeah, that's the main goal of the Prax. It's never going to be a thing like, oh, sign up for the Patreon and we're going to run ads. No, this is just a bunch of friends having real conversations, and apparently it's taking off. I don't know why, but we're international. It used to be very, very local, like 3 blocks radius. Now we have Norway, we have fucking Germany, we have Ireland, not Switzerland, Sweden, fucking
Netherlands.
I don't even Iraq. No, we don't have it. That one didn't air yet. Heyo, London, Brazil. I mean, United Kingdom. And I'm just very thankful for all of you guys for helping me to grow this into like a faraway fam, faraway friends, and it's truly a delight because if you think I spent the last 55 minutes of my life sobbing in a corner, I'm like, no, far from it. I'm like, I had a great conversation with my faraway friend, Jackzie. And other people are going to hear this and they're going to get the same fucking vibe that you just got and I just got, because that's what we're putting out there.
Abso-fucking-lutely. I could not agree more.
I think I put a little bow on that. That's a nice little, you know, it's a nice little close.
And one thing I really love about talking to you is like whether you just need to hear like some bullshit and like joking or whatever and kind of like lighten the mood and, you know, take your like mind off shit, or whether you got some real shit to say and you need some positive feedback or just some real shit, or whether you got some negative shit to say and you need someone to basically just be like, shut up, you dumb bitch. Like,
Yeah, someone to crack you up.
Think about this. And like either way, no matter where the conversation's going, like you always have the right feedback, you know what I mean? Whether you need to hear someone say some shit to like put you on the right path, or whether you need to hear some shit to make someone, or like whether you need to hear someone say some shit to make you laugh, whether you need to hear someone say some shit to basically like
make you think,
you know, fucking like
it's a skill. Everyone can do it. I'm not that crazy. But I think
like,
I know what you mean.
Sucks, this and that, all this negative shit or whatever, and then you say some shit that's like, you know what, you're right, yeah. And then it becomes positive. Or like you said, you know, like you saying, you know, a bunch of shit that like really kind of just doesn't make sense or whatever, and you're like, really? I mean, if you think about it, and then you say some shit, and then like you said, it makes you think, and it kind of just like, I don't know, either way.
It shifts your focus to a better place, I would hope. I mean,
basically always just like you end up at some point at the end of our conversations, like you always end up like bouncing out the whatever the fuck I had thinking.
Walls. All right. Can I paraphrase for you, my friend?
You 100% can, because someone needs to.
I knew where you're kind of going with that.
I'm thankful for paraphrasing.
The point is, I can't think of any episodes of the Prax where people walked off and are like, well, that was fucking disgusting. I hope that never happens again. Nope. Far from it. Everyone's like, dude, that was awesome. Can we do another one tomorrow?
Also, if you just need a fucking laugh sometimes.
Yeah, no, I mean, a good friend, like you were saying a moment ago, you're like, sometimes you need to just vent and like cry on the shoulder. And then sometimes you need someone to tell you some ridiculous shit to just take you out of your mindset and just give you a couple of chuckles. And we try and do all of that. At least I do. And it's a skill that anybody can learn. So please, anybody out there, I hope you have a great fucking holiday. Yom Kippur, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, Saint Leprechaun's Day, all that fun shit. But don't be afraid to talk to people, and don't be afraid to be real with people, because you'll get so much further in life doing that.
And 100% always
I
just
wanna
be yourself.
Thank you. And I was going to say, I want to thank Jackzie for doing the first ever Thanksgiving Praxcast. Who else is going to wake up and be thankful? Because this will brighten someone's day up. I guarantee it.
Hello.
Oh, we got to do it. To honor. Get on her and stay on her. Jackzie, you got 90 seconds before we close. Any thoughts? I love you, you dumb bitch. I hope you die in a fiery car wreck. You said everything. You said everything you needed to.
Thankful for
and this is just a Prax
family and this opportunity to be part of the very first Thanksgiving Praxcast, and really just have this opportunity to fucking hash it out and just be real and fucking have this conversation and have a good time, and hopefully this shit inspires someone or makes someone's day. And
that's the move.
Hopefully there's many more to come.
Yo, we don't have the technology yet, so...
I appreciate you having me on, by the way.
Of course, man. Thank you for being a part of this, man. It wouldn't be the same thing if you weren't here, man. It's a special thing that... You can't do it alone. It's like stand-up comedy. You can't just tell jokes to a wall. You need the crowd, you need love, you need humans. Thank you so much for being here, man. It is, as I said, it's a skill you can learn how to interact and be a better person just by fucking interacting and talking to other people and being real and honest. Stop being fake and bullshit. I really, truly wish I could climb through this fucking device and give you a hug, but that technology is not here yet. Give it 10 months, give it 10 minutes. I love you, my friend. I love all you out there, and I wish everyone a great holiday.
Absolutely, same to you, and I reciprocate just the same. Technology's not here yet, but like you said, 5 minutes from now, 5 months from now, it'll be here.
And on that bombshell, it is time to end. Love you, bitches. We made it. We're almost into the next year. Reese's Pieces, my nieces, and DMX the God, and Jackzie the God, and all the other demigods from Greek mythology. Signing off. Bye-bye.
Signing off.
Good night. Or good morning. Happy Thanksgiving, bitches. Peace.